analysis with a touch of magic. Begosa Agbekan, the sports maestro, is here, as well as Nancy. And we've got some really interesting stories for you this evening. Unfortunately, we hear that Naomi Osaka has been knocked out of the Italian Open. She was beaten by Jessica Pegula. And we'll see what happens with the rest of the Italian Open. This is a preparation for the major Grand Slam, the only major Grand Slam on clay, that is the French Open. And Naomi Osaka, always one of those that you expect will do great stuff in tennis, but sad one for her, she has been eliminated. We also hear that the United States athletes that are supposed to go to the Olympic Games, they have pulled out and they've cancelled a pre-Olympic training in Japan. This is their track and field team. We'll see what happens if they will eventually travel to the Olympics proper, but they've pulled out of a pre-Olympic competition, a pre-Olympic training. And we hear also that Virgil van Dijk, the Liverpool defender, he has announced that he will not be fit enough to take part at Euro 2020. Remember that he's been out injured for virtually the whole of the season, and in his absence, Liverpool have been letting in tons and tons of goals. And now he says he's not going to be fit enough to play for the Netherlands, Holland at Euro 2020. Really sad for this player who is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the best central defenders that the world has ever seen. He's also one of the best footballers. Was European footballer of the year, or the best in Europe, or the one it last season. And unfortunately for him, injuries have not allowed him to play this season. Welcome to the show. Let's kick off with tennis. Naomi Osaka, she is Japanese, of course, and she is the world number 2. She suffered her second straight defeat on clay by losing to Jessica Pegula in the Italian Open second round. She received a first round bye, but she lost 7-6, 6-2 to the American world number 31 in Rome. Osaka, who is 23, she has often struggled on clay, and she showed a negative body language and her discomfort against someone who's really confident, and eventually she was beaten in straight sets. So Naomi Osaka knocked out of the Italian Open.
Disappointing one for Osaka, but she's world number 2 at the moment. But I don't think that will be enough to rate her ahead of the French Open, because this is somebody who has won a Grand Slam more than one occasion, so she knows how to take off her opponents. But the second straight defeat in about 2 weeks ago, I think that's what we are getting right now, because in the Madrid Open she was beaten. Now Italian Open and that clay court tournament she has also crashed out. Maybe due to some poor service, poor delivery, and everything that has to do with our own game, because in Osaka we know we beat our opponent in straight sets, and it will not take even much time for her to do that. But sometimes they struggle. Even the likes of Djokovic and other big stars, they struggle sometimes. So sometimes you have your off days and all that. But then I don't think this is enough to rate her. But I understand that sometimes these things happen. And for Osaka, she's one of the players to look out for when the French Open, the Grand Slam, kicks off on the 30th of May. So for now, I think those that are winning right now should use this to prepare very well. But disappointing one. I understand she would have liked to be. Should have liked to make it to the next round, or even go on to win the Italian Open, because if she does that, it could have also be added to her pedigree, to her collection, and also experience as far as clay court tournaments are concerned. But not the same. It's one of those things. I hope she gets back stronger and gives us that fantastic performances that she has been giving, that enabled her to get 2 Grand Slam titles. So for her to be ranked
three titles.
3 titles so far, yes. For her to be ranked world number 2, it isn't a joke. We have got other big stars who are who are ranked below our own. So for me, I think she has paid her dues, but looking at the Grand Slam tournament itself, I'm sure Naomi will not make some of the mistakes that she has made in the Madrid Open and also the Italian Open that she lost to Pegula. Pegula is strong. I've watched her play against the top side, but sometimes these things happen. But if she tried to beat French Open itself, well, I'm sure she would have been very careful not to crash out.
She's not particularly good on clay, so maybe that's what you've got to look at. So even if it were the French Open, I don't know if she will be able to win it.
It's really sad because, okay, so I thought this was her chance to get a cup for on clay rather, but now that she has crashed out, I don't know what we should be expecting from her, because she has never won a trophy on clay, even despite winning 7 on the hard ground. So it's really sad, and I hope that when next she has the chance to prove herself.
It's not sad. When was the Roger Federer didn't win the French Open until 2009, and he has struggled for many years, and he was world number 1, was beating everybody, but on clay he wasn't good. Pete Sampras I think didn't win the French Open. He won 14 Grand Slams. He was world number 1. At that time he had the most titles than any other player, but he did not win the French Open. Even Lundy didn't win Wimbledon, I think. Yeah, he was world number 1 for a very long time, but he did not win Wimbledon. So it's not easy for every. It's just that Rafael Nadal, Novak Djokovic, and Roger Federer have spoiled us with the way they've performed over the years. That we now have that notion, oh, you've got to win anytime you play. But it's notoriously difficult to win some Grand Slams. Rafael Nadal, who has won 20 Grand Slams, has only won the Australian Open once. Roger Federer has only won the French Open once. You know, so it's not easy. Novak Djokovic, I think he's also won the French Open just once. So yeah, but that's largely because of Rafael Nadal, who has won it 13 times. Yeah, so he's been really dominant on that surface. So even if Naomi Osaka doesn't win any tournament on clay, it will not take anything from her, and it's not sad. Because as they say, you can be, that was many years ago, you can be an expert on clay, you can be an expert on the hard courts, you can be an expert on grass, or you can be Roger Federer. And at that time they felt Roger Federer has mastered all the surfaces. But of course, with the number of times Nadal beat him on clay, I mean, it was clear that even on clay, there are levels, and nobody comes close to Rafael Nadal. So there's really nothing to be ashamed of if she's unable to win the French Open.
It was just that the way she started, missing 3 set points, you know, after the opener. That wasn't what one would expect from her. Though not her favorite surface, but at least with the experience she has gotten, maybe as time goes on, she will be better on clay. That's one thing I understand about games. When you play so many games, and as time goes on, you begin to understand how it is played. So Naomi, with her experience so far, and with her achievements, you know, in the game so far, as time goes on, I'm sure she will try as much as possible to learn how to win on clay, and to also try to add the clay court trophies to
I think it was Maria Sharapova who once said that she's like a baby elephant whenever she plays on clay, that she's always skidding and falling, but she still won the French Open. Maria Sharapova was one player that at the time she eventually won 5 Grand Slams, but at one point she had 4 Grand Slams, and all those 4 she never won anyone twice. It was she won 1 French Open, 1 Australian Open, 1 Wimbledon, and 1 US Open. Was it the US Open that she won twice? Like, I can't recall which title she won twice, but she won just 5 titles in her career, and all of them were at one point it was 4, and she won on each surface. So it's not very easy. But with the women's game now, you don't find anyone who is so dominant on one surface. So you do not find anybody winning well, it used to be Serena Williams, but now she's way past her prime, where you have one player winning 5 consecutive US Open or 7 consecutive Wimbledon titles and so on. So maybe Naomi Osaka, even though she's not particularly good on clay now, she'll get better, and she eventually gets to win it. All right, so there were other matches for the women. Yelena Ostapenko, she defeated Adlia Tomjanovic 6-2, 7-6. Ekaterina Alexandrova beat Jennifer Brady. This was a walkover for her. And then we also had Petra Matic beating Kristina Mladenovic 7-5-6-3. Arina Sabalenka of Belarus, she defeated Sara Sorribes Tormo of Spain. So these are just some of the results of the matches that were played at the Italian Open. And of course, for
Connie was also in action, and the way she won her match against Maria Sakkari, she won the first set 6-1, lost the second 1-6, and she also claimed the deciding set 6-1 over Maria Sakkari. So that was really brilliant for Cory Kokogov. Petra Kvitova, I expected her to go past Vera Zvonareva, but it was Zvonareva who won 6-4, 3-6, 6-4 to progress. So really tough at the moment. Karolina Pliskova, at one point she was world number 1. She was able to beat Anastasia Sevastova in straight set 6-2, 6-3 to progress. So these are the results from the women's singles. But for Serena Williams, wow, I expected her to also win a 1,000th game, but that game has ended and she lost. Straight sets to Nadia Podoroska 6-7, 5-7.
Yeah, she's just returning, so we hope that she would get better. You know, at one point, I said the last time we saw her, she was in tears, and it was like maybe she will never return. But it's good that she's back. I hope that she gets to win that 24th Grand Slam and equal the record of Margaret Court. Yeah. For what's her name now? Naomi Osaka. She's actually won 4 Grand Slam titles. It's 4. Yeah, her accent is so rapid that we're finding it difficult to keep count. Yeah, she won the Australian Open in 2019 and 2021, and then won the US Open in 2018 and 2020. For the French Open, she's not won it. She's been to the 3rd round a couple of times, and also at Wimbledon, she's not won it. She's been to the 3rd round a couple of times. So we'll see what Naomi Osaka will do for the rest of her career. All right, guys, let's go on this quick break. We'll be right back. Please stay tuned.
It's gotta be good, it's gotta be nourishing, truly special, worth sharing. I think I need to my life. My Hollandia yogurt, nourishing goodness for every moment, bringing out the best in me. My Hollandia yogurt, my Hollandia yogurt.
Hollandia yogurt, wholesome nourishment from your favorite brand.
Entrepreneurs, business owners, and organizations. KUFM 92.7 has an impressive and constantly expanding number of followers online. You can now advertise your goods and services on KUFM's social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Take advantage of our online presence and reach out to our growing audience at very affordable rates. Call 0703 109 4612 or 0806 530 5657 or 0802 232 7191 or visit our marketing office, top floor, Enterprise Foundation Building, number 62, Ihama Road, GRA, Benin City. KUFM, your business growth partner.
Glad to know you're still there. Welcome back to Sports Fiesta live on 2.7 KFM Benin City with me, Sally Ibrahim, the Sports Abracadabra, Gosa Bekan, and Nancy. Okay, we've just talked about the Italian Open, the women's results. Let's move on now to athletics, and we can tell you that the United States track and field team, they have cancelled their pre-Olympic training camp in Japan because of concerns over the coronavirus pandemic. At one point we all thought the whole world were going past this, we're coming out of the lockdown and everything. But with what is going on now around the world, I mean, it shows that we still got a whole lot of work to do. You need to see what is happening in India. It's terrible, absolutely terrible, the way people are dying in India, and Brazil too, being the infections rising in Turkey. That's why we may not be having by the way, that announcement is due. We're waiting for the announcement
from UEFA.
Yes.
Yeah, concerning the venue.
Yeah, we're waiting. We've not gotten
hopefully before the end of today.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I think the decision have even been taken yesterday, but the announcement, the official announcement, is going to be made today. It's looking like it's going to be Portugal, but the United Kingdom government is still trying to see if they can bring it to the UK. But the reason why we're having this, why it's not going to be in Istanbul, is because of COVID-19.
Yeah.
And even here in Nigeria, some kind of lockdown and curfew and everything is being reintroduced because of we've had that some variant that wasn't here before. It's beginning to get into the country. So we are not out of the woods just yet. Please, everyone, please, the way we did it before, we'll still urge you to do the same thing. Please take precaution, wash your hands, keep social distance, wear face masks and everything. And I hope most of you listening to me have already taken your first jab of the COVID-19 vaccine. And you see, the problem, I was reading about a doctor yesterday who went to visit his parents in India. He has already taken the 2 jabs in the United States, but he went to India and unfortunately he was infected with a different variant, and I heard that the doctor died. So that's the danger. So if you take the vaccine,
the variant in India is more dangerous.
Yeah, it's different. It's different from the one that they have
that
in
the
US.
vaccine is for.
Yeah, that the one he took the vaccine for. So except maybe where I don't know if the experts can produce a vaccine too that will protect you from whatever variant of it, but it's not. You know, the disease is still new. They've not had enough time to study it and come up with protective measures, especially has to do with vaccines. So the best thing to do now is to follow the guidelines that the experts are giving us. Maintain social distance. If social distancing can save you from being infected, it will. So please let us observe social distance. Let us learn to live with the nuisance of the mask for now. I think these days sometimes I wear my mask and I'm in public and you find yourself being the only one wearing mask. You know, the way this society is, because you find yourself being the odd one out, you tend to take off the mask and but it's not nice. We've got to. Tomorrow is Eid. You know, I know it's going to be very difficult to say if nobody should go
and all
for
that.
Eid and everything, but please wear your mask. At least let us all wear our mask. If we do that, to a large extent, we will be able to protect each other. Okay, so the United States team, they have decided that they are not going to go to Japan, Tokyo to be precise, for the pre-Olympic camping. This is because the host city, Tokyo, is under a state of emergency amid a surge of COVID-19 cases. So this is just 10 weeks to the start of the Olympics, that is starting on the 23rd of July. So American athletes, they were due to train in nearby Chiba, and the local government said concerns for their athletes' safety led to the cancellation of that trip. So the United States team, they are yet to comment. The news comes a day after Japanese tennis player Naomi Osaka, we just finished talking about her. She said she's not really sure whether the rescheduled Olympics should even go ahead this summer. Rafael Nadal has also said he's not sure he'll be going to the Olympics because of concerns about COVID-19. So it is a problem, and we're celebrating just last week when Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of the UK, said that they were going to reopen from the 17th of May. They had announced plans on how, life can return to normal, but unfortunately in some countries it is not the same. So the United States athletics team, the track and field team, they've cancelled that trip. All right, let's quickly go to Formula One now and tell you what is going on. The FIA, that's the governing body of Formula One, they have launched a clampdown on the flexible rear wings amid suspicions that teams are bending the rules. This is coming after Lewis Hamilton. He claimed that Red Bull, they used a bendy wing which increases straight line speed. So the governing body, they said they've written to teams saying that they had become aware that some rear wings passed test but had excessive deflections while teams are in motion. So what that rear wing does is that when you are moving and you attempt to bend or so, it helps to keep your car straight. And in a way you could say it is, remember when they talk of mechanical doping, they brought it in cycling, and they said it is some cyclists were adding some things to their bikes, the bicycles that they ride, to give it
advantage.
Yeah, an advantage over the other ones that were not so spiked in quote. So it seems that is the same thing that's happening in Formula One.
Even the sporty footwear that's also in athletics, that's some company that is also give advantage to those who are able to purchase those sporty shoes, running shoes and all that. So
yeah, remember at one point it even happened in swimming when they said the full body suits, the Speedo that they were, many swimmers were using. It enabled them to break so many world records at that point before they decided that no, it cannot be full body for the men. You've got to be just the tights for your legs. You can't wear the full body. Even for the women, if you are, there's a way they will do it so that it's not going to be that full body. Full body is like from your wrist to your ankles. You wear that suit. It covers the whole of your body, and they say it gives them an advantage in the water.
And now that Formula One, the governing body, they have come out to tell others that they're going to launch a clampdown. So that means they are going to do a check on all the cars before the next race, even before the practice, so that they are able to know that yes, no one is having this rear wings. If they do, I'm sure they are going to.
Yeah, you're supposed to have the rear wings, but
to put it in a way, that will give you an advantage. That's what Formula One they are going to do. So they are going to ensure that the same way Mercedes cars, the same way they look. That's how Ferrari, Red Bull, Aston Martin, whoever is involved in the Formula One will also go that way, because now that Lewis Hamilton, he is the man of the moment. For him to have been able to complain about what is happening to Red Bull, what Red Bull are doing concerning the rear wings, come on, I'm sure the governing body they're not going to take it lightly, and they're not going to doubt someone like Hamilton. So they're going to go full force on those who are going to do the same thing. So long as we are not breaking the rules, we don't have issues. But if you do that, come on, I think you are going to be sanctioned or maybe disqualified from the race.
And we hear that they will also conduct more targeted static tests, and they are also going to use onboard cameras to monitor the behavior of the wings while the cars are in motion. All this in an attempt to catch whoever is attempting to cheat. Okay, let's talk football now. Virgil van Dijk, the Liverpool Trojan and also a huge defender for the Netherlands. He has ruled himself out of Euro 2020. I think we would all have been pleasantly surprised if he had been able to make it to Euro 2020. He was injured after a collision with Everton goalkeeper Jordan Pickford in the Merseyside derby early this season, and he's been out for a very long time, but now he has announced that he will not be fit enough to play in the European Championship. He's 29. He's recovering from surgery after suffering knee ligament damage in October. He says physically he feels it is the right decision that and he has decided not to go to the Euros and to go into his last phase of rehab in the off season. That is tough, but he's at peace with it. He knows that it will be really difficult watching his teammates play on TV, and he knows that he should have been there, but he's not going to be there. But he has made peace with that. It's okay. I mean, if you're feeling like Marco Reus of Borussia Dortmund and Germany, I mean, that guy is so talented. He should have won the World Cup with Germany, but unfortunately, he didn't, just because of injuries.
Yeah, for Virgil van Dijk, he is the leader, but everyone knows right now that he's just recovering, and for you to be coming out of rehabilitation and also be talking of the Euros, come on, it's not going to work, because you need somebody like Virgil van Dijk to be in top form for you to see him at the Euros, because the Euros, that is where the best comes out from. So you cannot go there and manage a player, let alone the captain of the team. So he knows, and everyone knows. So if you are to include someone like Virgil van Dijk on the list, people will ask, what's happening with the football association? Are they okay? Somebody who is not, even if he's back from injury, he needs more matches to really get to that level that, you know, he has been before the injury. So all he needs to do right now is to give them his backing from home and continue to support the Orange, as they are called, talking about the Netherlands. So it's a big blow because of his experience, the way he marshals the defense, the way he controls everything, you know, on and off the pitch, his leadership qualities is a big blow. But the manager will just have to make do with someone else there's no one that can fill his shoes, but he can get players who can also raise their game and see how they can help the Netherlands. Van de Beek hasn't been Matthijs de Ligt rather hasn't been that star player that we expected to see at Juve, but maybe the Euros could also bring out the best in Matthijs de Ligt. But all the same, there's nothing like having someone like Virgil van Dijk, you know, playing alongside you in that defense line. He is rough solid. Even when it comes to joining the attack and also contesting for area balls, he has got all the qualities. But injuries are part of the game. I wish him speed recovery. I wish he comes back strong and hits the ground running with Liverpool next season. But this season, it's over.
Well, I think he made the right choice, because he might have decided to go back to football and then most likely go back again
to the treatment table.
Yes. Wow. So I think this is a right choice. We saw Umtiti. He like, despite his knee injury, he went on to play at the World Cup, and that has greatly affected his productivity. So I think this is just the right choice for him.
Alright guys, time for you to join us on the show. Call us on 070-6263-9275 or 090-3939-4427. You can also reach us on 081-2178-9154. And if you want to send a text message, the number is 080-7400-9076. Hello. Yeah, Danjuma, welcome.
Good evening, Danjuma.
For Leicester City, congratulations to the rest. So they don't have to fight in order for them to play Champions League next season. Because what happened to the last season, I sure see them in the last same thing happen. For Juventus, so guys, Brian, you know, people that Shiri and Jotoni here a big person. We discussed Juventus over the years. They feel they win Champions League, now they do Ronaldo. But they don't feel in the try. They call that coach or the two-time coach, who they call a player. Now they do tell you, the two call to qualify the Champions League next season now. I risk for them. I will have got my guy, may come up for there at the end of that Cristiano Ronaldo. May come up for Juve. May go find a year one for them play ball. Because they are the load where they put for her. If they have been only do this. To see girl that's couple of players who the help and they go do what they do. They for win Champions League before now. May come up for there at the end of I do it.
Hello.
Good evening. Greetings from Jerry, Jose Mourinho.
Welcome, Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, thank you guys for the platform. Thank you to KUSL. First of all, I want to say I heard congratulations to Moses you believe in Chelsea at the end of the season.
Yeah, 4 million. Yeah.
So I'm happy for him. I hope I wish him good luck with the remaining part of his career. I want to say yesterday I did not say Nigeria cannot win the Cup of Nations. I was only saying that your strikers are scoring all over Europe does not necessarily translate to you winning the Cup of Nations. Cup of Nations, you need cohesion, you need determination, you need players who are hungry. For example, when Drogba was on fire, Yaya Toure was in Barcelona, they had Aruna Zidane, Solomon Kalou. They had those great players. They could not win it. Egypt won it back to back with players who were playing in the Egyptian league. Only one or two of them were playing in Europe. Even when Abu Tarika was going to be signed by Arsene Wenger, he turned me down. He said, I love my country. I will not go and do trials. I'm very happy here. So winning the Cup of Nations, it's not by you scoring 34 goals, 24 goals. You have your checkers are hot. That cohesion, that hunger. Sunday Uba, a guy that did wonders for us, was in the Nigerian League. So even this guy that went to South Africa, this guy that Stephen Keshi brought from Nigerian League, Uzoin, he was in Nigerian League. It's a mixture of players.
But Jose Mourinho, there have been teams that won the Africa Cup of Nations when they had the hottest strikers in Europe, when they had many of the bulk, most of their players were in Europe. So it's not like the Africa Cup of Nations can only be won by teams.
About Cameroon is a different case for me. But if our players go there and say, because I play for Leicester, or I play for...
It's not just Cameroon now. It's the only Cameroon that has won the Africa Cup of Nations.
No, the way Cameroon won it, their players were struggling then also. So the point is, our players should not go there with a lackadaisical attitude, thinking we are super egos. Nobody cares about you these days. They will come there and beat you. Blue-black.
Nobody is saying that. But look, as at the time that Nigeria won the Africa Cup of Nations in 1994, we had players who were doing very well in Europe. Yeah, we had some here, but you know that the stars, the biggest stars of the team, were established in Europe. So that's why people are looking
at Ibrahim, if you be honest with me, some of those players were picked in the streets by Western off.
They were picked where?
They were picked from different sides of Nigeria by Clement Western, and they were groomed for like 2, 3, 4 years.
Yes. So these are our players. Do you know for how long? What's his name? Genatro has been in charge. This is his 5th year. Clemens Westerhoff was at the time USA 94 came. That was his 5th year, and he left immediately after USA 94. So Genatro ought to have known his team by now. He should have known his team, and that's really one area where I have issues with him. Because he's always playing with the team.
The only thing I want to say to us finally is that it's not only in the hand of the coach. Sometimes the coach can only do his bit. The players in the pitch also have to give their best. They must be hungry for it. It should be a mixture of hungry players and Europe-based players. So they have to pick some players from here too. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is thank you very much for wonderful sport analysis. And of course, I think to some extent I will disagree with you, but also, the hunger should be there. It is always usually better for us to have our staff doing all that they need to do in Europe, just like as it is now, where you have the likes of hitting the ground. And of course, the senior man, Felipe Iheanacho, doing what he knows how to do best. And of course, the best of each other, as far as is even Paul Onachu, who has been best the leader. And so when you have these stars at your disposal, the possibility of winning the trophy outcome is about 80%, if you ask me. So I think it's a good sign. General is so equally aware of that. And what is left for him to analyze them, let them play as a team, and of course, I think I'm good enough to actually deliver the trophy. That's just the truth. Beyond that, we have a match to defend Arsenal, it's going to be a tough game because Arsenal will have to give it all out so they can find themselves in Europa sport. But I think Chelsea also will need at least 8 matches to be very safe. Because I've looked at the table, we need at least 6 to be very safe. I hope we should be able to get it Saturday.
Okay, go with them there. Thank you. The line is breaking now. We can't really hear you very well again. Hello? Hello?
Okay, Ibrahim, good evening.
Good evening, well done.
Okay, Oscar, good evening.
Good evening.
We live in the house, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, Ibrahim, my friend, thank you. Oh, to think you be woman.
I beg you.
To think you be woman, that's
If you pay brand price, give that woman. If you pay,
forget that woman. Come on.
You know what I think the analysis yesterday for that Arsenal and Ateta, my record is with me. It could be like me just because you may know under. You be master of sport analysis. God bless you for us.
Amen.
So that's I know. And if you say, if value like that, see pick for next season. They can't beat when they go beat out. Because what you do, so that everything done this Euro so. And for Man United, I want to see they don't want to make a Liverpool go Champions League. Because we did here. They don't want me to go, they want me to go Europa. That made the coach feel that MMO thing yesterday.
No, but you know, they do not know how many matches they need to play in in 8 days. They will play 4 matches. No reason now. There is no way you could have fielded a stronger team. Although in players tell and say they're ready to play, but him feel say you need to protect them. Many of these players still go Euro 2020.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't say they need to play many matches. But the other teams they don't like them. Even the lack of Chelsea and they're not happy for what even Liverpool, they're not happy for what they do. I see comment, post-match comment say they go attack the Liverpool game, the leader. Which means they want probably just have Liverpool go Europa League now. And for Chelsea now today, I don't see Chelsea be down, but this Arsenal, the 2 stubborn, they don't probably say the coffee kick from here again. That's the condition to Pep Guardiola. Maybe already next season. If you know, say you just ready start his best because the 2 short for next season. The league does not carry around because say value by that come up for Liverpool. How will that one day? I believe say nothing for no carry this league this season. Anyway, I wish Chelsea the best. I get very transfer. But that's before you know play Champions League final.
No, they never announced. They wait for that result. They never decide. They wait for them. As soon as we get them, we will mention them.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, welcome.
Yeah, Ibrahim, good evening, Minister. Good evening. I'm Nancy, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Osas Morino from Medica. Adding my voice to what Mr. from GRA said, in winning Africa Cup of Nations, one, we need correction. And I think this current Cup of Super Eagles, we don't have that. Then secondly,
the one in 2013, did they have it?
Yeah, okay, Ibrahim. They had a little bit of it, but
no. That team. If we want to be honest, we'll say that team. We did not expect them to win the Africa.
No.
Even the NFF did not expect them to win the Africa Cup of Nations.
Yes, Nigeria at last never expected them to win the Africa Cup of Nations, but at least we had that a little bit of correction where we could say, okay,
which correction? Which matches did they play like these ones that are the current team? I think this team have even been more together than that team of 2013.
Yes. This team has been more together than that of 2013. But I, for one, I'm really glad that we have these attackers currently that can strike fear in the hearts of our opponents. Yeah. But after that, I think we also need one creative midfielder. I don't know how well Joel Rigo eats, but I think if given the chance, I think it can bring that X factor
to the current crop of Super Eagles. And that of Onauchu, I would be very glad if he's being given the time to lead the attack. I think the coach should just go to the drawing board and see if he's had to adjust the tactics to suit that of Onauchu. If it's just dragging back a little bit, 10 meters away from the goal, or 10 meters higher from the goal, I think it will really help Nigeria at large in general. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, my brother. Welcome.
Well done, sir.
Yep.
Yeah, this is Osas from Nkwaru.
All right, go ahead.
I just want your opinion on some things. Like, which would you prefer, the FA Cup or Europa? Or which is bigger?
The FA Cup or the Europa League?
Yes.
That's to win it.
To win it, yeah. Like,
No, come on.
if you want your club to win it,
It's Europa now. It's the Europa. Financially, it's Europa, and in terms of the implication, if you win Europa League, you qualify for Champions League the next season. You win FA Cup, you qualify for Europa League. So they're not be mates now. Europa League now. Come on.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Hello.
Hello, Brian. Good evening.
Yeah, Madrid, don't come. Welcome.
Good evening to Elisa and Nancy.
Good evening.
Other Brian, I was listening to an argument this morning where some person said that the odds favor Manchester City. Manchester United does not have a place in this conversation. The odds favor Manchester City now because they won the league. I think they won the league. Pep Guardiola can begin to rest his players. Unlike Chelsea that has got a battle to qualify for the top four. Then
The FA Cup. Yeah, there's the FA Cup too.
and all that.
Mm-hmm.
The truth of the matter is, me, I don't see it like that. I don't really think because I think.
But it is a sound argument now. It means now that Manchester City, Pep Guardiola can just select the players he wants to play in the Champions League final, and they will not play again until May 29. It's possible. Although you need them to keep fit, but maybe you'll just be using them 15 minutes, 20 minutes. But Chelsea, yeah, because Chelsea have not yet secured Champions League football, and they have the FA Cup final to play. They want to win,
but Chelsea has got a pool of players to choose from. That's what I'm doing. Oliver Giroud has been sitting down there, has been playing football. Tammy Abraham is even that. That one is even much rusty now. So that's what I'm saying. That it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but would Chelsea be comfortable? Will Thomas Tuchel want to use those players for the important games? They have a game against Arsenal tonight. You don't expect that it's going to be their strongest squad that they are going to field, knowing that
I expect Oliver Giroud to start this game this night.
Okay.
Oliver Giroud can start this game. I don't know why Oliver Giroud will be sitting on the bench. Then for me, Chelsea are looking for a striker. I think Chelsea should go for Harry Kane. If Chelsea face Tottenham with £90 million, I believe they will release Harry Kane. Because the idea of people singing only Haaland, Haaland never see football. German league and English league, they are not the same. You go and sell something million to bring in Haaland, and it doesn't work. He's able to score goals. We can see Timivena. Yes, we treasure Timivena because of his runs. His runs can destabilize any defense. But in terms of scoring goals, is what we are talking about. So I think Harry Kane will be a perfect acquisition because Harry Kane, I believe, is already thinking of leaving Tottenham. But then I'll be able to give him any chance. 27. At 27, you can. I think that should be the peak of a player. You can get him and give him only 4 or 5 years a deal. So as I say, what you are looking for in Sokoto is zero Sokoto. What I'm going to get any talent. That's how I see it. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Hello, sir.
Good
I
evening.
greet all of you in Jesus' name.
He has retired. He retired a long time ago. There was he had off the ring issues. He even went to prison, I think, for a couple of months or so. Yeah, but he's retired. They're talking about Prince Nazim Ahmed from Yemen, but he adopted the United Kingdom as his country. They called him license to thrill, just the way you have license to kill. Yeah, he has retired.
I thank all of you for all you have been lecturing us. I will say lecturing us on sports. And I wish I continue to pray for you people all the time.
Thank
God
you.
bless you in Jesus' name.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening and welcome.
My name is Friday. I'm calling from Ramapa.
Okay.
I just want to say congratulations to Man City without kicking the door. You know, when you know what you're writing in exam hall, you know the marks are easy. Because Man City have done everything. That's why they don't have to die. Even once they are playing now, because they know the point is already there for them. And to my people, say really to him, if he is looking at that Champions League final, he will lose everything on his position now. Because we have to take them one by one. Because we still have maybe looking for a place for Champions League slot in England now. And we still have FA Cup final to play. You understand? Because people are saying Man City, the whole this. But that final, I'm saying, it's another ball game. Beating Man City twice, that is not the issue on ground now. They should go and prepare well. Because there is still other ball game. What I'm praying for. And we say it in this program severally, as well we should not start them. You see what he did in this last month they played this Chelsea. You see what he did to Guardiola, did to Man City, quarter-final against Tottenham. You understand? I don't want to in that game. But I'm saying it, that final is another ball game. People should not predict that Chelsea is the owner of the cup. You understand?
All right.
Because we are warning them, you keep on telling them, man, this, they don't listen to you because you know it's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's look at the text message. This one says, good day, sportsman. Mr. Ibrahim, God bless you for adding your voice to Arsenal problem that Mr. Kroenke is the problem of the club. Oh, Lord, save Arsenal from his hands. From Woodfred Upper Sapomba. Okay. Make City no say na Lampard dash them the league. He for no easy at all. Okay for them. If for no easy at all for them. Tony J from RCC. Tony J, I keep saying I will call you, and every time I leave this today I forgot. But don't worry, I hope to do that today. Good PM Sports Crew. Arena Sabalenka defeated Ashley Batty. Will her ranking go higher? And will Ashley Batty lose her number one position? DK the Prince from Upper Sabomba. Look, it takes it's accumulation. It's not just that you lose one match and and suddenly you go up, or you win one game and you know it's over time. You know it's you get points. Of course, for beating Ashley Batty, she gets some points, but it is after you aggregate all of these points that you begin to see the movement. I was at the sports complex yesterday to see the game between Abia Angels and Dream Stars Ladies. It was sad to see Dream Stars Ladies go down despite fighting so hard in the second half. Overall, it was an exciting game. Victor from the Hills. All right, thank you, Victor, for supporting beautiful ladies. Good evening, sports gurus. This is S. James from Sapele Road. Chelsea is going to beat Arsenal 4-0. When was the last time Chelsea scored 4 in a game? And we are going to finish in the second position this season so as to send a warning to the next one. Congratulations to all Chelsea fans in advance for winning the league next season. Haba, this guy gave confidence. Mr. Blues, do Chelsea have a game today in what time? Thanks. That's against Arsenal. It's going to be at 8:15. Hello, good evening. Oga Ibrahim Megosa and Nancy, I just want to congratulate Manchester City for winning the English Premier League. It was well deserved, and for the game later tonight between Chelsea and Arsenal is going to be a straight win for them, no doubt. Thanks. Hassan texting from University of Benin, but it's going to be a straight win for who now? He says straight win for them. We don't know. Is it Arsenal or Chelsea? Good evening, my sports favorite. Please, has Man United qualified for Champions League mathematically? Is there any money given to the club that takes second position in the league? There is money given to even the club that finished 20th. Yeah. Yes, there is a plan, a structure that they use. So first get this year till the team that is 20th, they get something. Manchester United, they are 70 now, right? What position is let's say West Ham United? What number of points do they have? No, with the team that is fifth, who is there? West Ham, right?
Wait, just give me a second. I'll get it right. Okay, West Ham are fifth with
how many
58 points.
58 points. How many matches have they played?
35. If you add 9 points, just assume they win their 3 matches, 9. Add 9 to 58. That gives you 67.
So they can, Manchester United have qualified for the Champions League. Because these people can no longer cut. So they can't finish worse than fourth. I want to know if UEFA have decided if any. We are still waiting for that. We've not had that decision yet. Good PM, SARS and MAM. I honestly believe my team Chelsea will win the Champions League and FA Cup. We are getting Arsenal tonight. Thanks for the analysis. I am Precious from a first-time texter but a regular listener. All right, thank you very much, Precious. This was his good evening, sportsmen. Did Man City crown champion of EPL? What is Arsenal lineup of today? I don't understand what you're saying, really. For the lineup, we can't give you to you now until like 1 hour before the game. Okay, Ibrahim, Gennett Raw, be our problem for Nigeria. As somebody, when they score an in and out for him league, is the person of Paul Onuachu Raw say he no hungry, rich. So him go put for standby, a whole second best striker in Europe. We need a coach, a tactician. My regards to Nancy. Okay, Ibrahim, who do you think would want to sit on bench for others? Paul Onuachu, Osimhen, or Iheanacho for the Super Eagles? Catching from PZ. There are even other strikers.
Even Simi Wampo will not sit on the bench with what he's doing at the moment, let alone Etere Murphy. So many strikers doing well for Nigeria.
You sabi analyze Ibrahim. Keep it up. Kelechi Madu from Depo. Okay. Thank you. All right, guys. Look, the 3 lines are blinking, but it's time for the news, and we've got to go. We've got to go. Sorry, guys, that we're unable to take any more calls. We'll see you tomorrow morning on a fresh edition of Sports Fest. By the way, tomorrow is Eid al-Fitr. I don't know. I may not be here in the morning. I don't know because I've got to go for it. Okay, but anyhow, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Thank you very much, guys, for listening. Remember, news break is at 5 p.m. Please stay in for that. I'm Salih Ibrahim. I've been doing this with Agosa Agbekan and Nancy. Bye-bye.
Why you dey look like this? Wetin happen? I don't know. My internet too slow. I don't even fit reach customers his money. Everywhere just dry. See you. How you want to reach customer? You say freezing am. With this your yama slow internet, you guys upgrade, my guy. This thing tire me. I dey find a internet where they work. And the one wey no too cost. Now wetin dey worry you be that? Oh yeah, no yawa. May one don land for Benin. May one? Yes, now them too sure for internet matter and they fit connect you with better internet for this your business All this while go be yesterday something. Oh yo, you mean now? Oh yeah, Moko run am now. My guy.
For internet, we dey very fast and sure. Call Main One for 0809 040 4230 or shoot them email for sme@main1.net, or you fit go their office at Edo Innovation Hub for 59 Ice Road off Wire Road, Benin City. With Main One, your business go grow.
Mr. Chairman, sir. Beautiful advertisement.
Thank you.
But was he approved by APCON before exposure?
APCON?
APCON is the Advertising Practitioners Council of Nigeria, the federal government advertising regulatory authority that vets and approves all adverts before they are exposed on radio, TV, billboard, any medium.
You mean it's the law?
Yes, sir. APCON is backed up by the law to vet all adverts to ensure they are not in bad taste. And there's a big penalty for non-compliance.
Call me our consultant now.
Get your advertisements vetted and approved by APCON before exposure. Call 0909 144 2787, 0811 562 4892, or visit